Hi, my name's Lexi Dobbins, and today I'm going to talk about the nutritional values of breastfeeding your baby. Today, I'd like to start by saying that breastfeeding will give more nutrition along with the proper amount of each resources that you need. It is cost friendly and it creates a closer bond from a mother to a baby. Breast milk holds a protective antibodies to help the baby fight infections. Like every antibody inside breast milk can help the baby, keep the common cold away after you have it, and it makes it a lot stronger. Breast milk has natural melatonin that helps the baby aid better in sleeping, helps the baby nap better during the day, and helps the baby overall, not keep you up at night crying like they normally do. Breast milk also aids the microbes within the digestive system of the baby's body, which this helps with the baby in pooping and in relying that everything's moving slowly throughout the digestive system and working properly. This information comes from the noblemagazine.org, and those are some very helpful tips. And if you go there, they have a few other tips. It's more about the mother's nutritional value if you'd like to look that up, and it's very interesting. I myself know a lot about breastfeeding because I am going to be a mother in February, and I've chose to breastfeed, so my doctor, some nurses, and even my lactation coach has talked to me about all the nutritional values that come along with breastfeeding and everything that you have to do. You do have to prepare for breastfeed. You have to have breast milk bags if that's what you choose, or bottles. You have to have a pump to keep up with your breast milk. You always have to make sure either you pump or you're feeding on time to keep your breast milk up so that you can be able to keep that. It is very cost friendly. Now that is very important nowadays because breast milk is very hard our breast milk aids in the support of formulas that are hard to find. It's very hard to find a lot of formulas. There was a formula shortage a few months ago that you can still see some of the effects now. It's not as bad, but still has lasting effects. Breast milk kind of aids in supporting the fact that it's hard to find those. They are like $30 a can, and with them being very hard to find, they've gone up in prices, and it's just crazy. So breast milk really does help with that. My doctor has talked to me about many of the things I'm talking to y'all about, the cost friendly. She's talked to me about that and talked to me about all the nutritional values and the bond that you'll feel with your child. Your child will need you, and it'll give you that type of satisfactory. And some moms, it even makes them sad when the baby stops breastfeeding because they don't feel that connection with the baby needing them anymore. We all want to be needed, and that connection really just helps. My doctor's name is Maureen Flowers, and she's amazing about talking about breastfeeding, and she's really the one who got me into it because I never wanted to breastfeed before. Now the times have changed, and it really seems like the best option for me. The nutritional value of it is just crazy. The baby is able to, especially in the very beginning, the baby is able to get a lot of the nutrients that they lost from the womb, that they, using the bathroom, and that we've given them that they didn't fully take in. So it actually comes out in the breast milk, and it's very important for the baby to get that in the first few hours or first day of you breastfeeding. It's very cost friendly, as I've said. That strong bond and that satisfaction with being needed, those are all important in breastfeeding. And along with me, that seems very important to me, is one of the reasons why I chose to breastfeed instead of formula feed. But I also think it's very important to know that among all the infants born in 2019, 83% started with breast milk. And it goes down as you go on because you don't breastfeed for a very long time, and some do, but most don't, because it does get uncomfortable with them teething, and when they gain teeth and all that will make it very uncomfortable for you to breastfeed. But it is a very beneficial way to get your baby all the nutritional values that they might have lost or that they still need. Being a baby is kind of difficult. You don't have that built up immune system from smelling everything and from living. We do grow up an immune system to help us fight off those, and babies don't really start with that, so that kind of helps with that, and I feel that makes it very important. But I'd also like to point out that breast pumps are very important when breastfeeding. You have to make sure to maintain that, or you won't be able to, you know, keep consumption of all your breast milk. But most breast pumps, like this one right here, are provided by insurance companies. When you are becoming a mother, your insurance company can provide you with that. I think even WIC can provide you with a breast pump, but those are very easy to get, which is, it's important because bottles aren't always easy to buy, and it's like going back to the cost friendly, that makes it a little bit easier to be able to have those things to rely on in case you do need them, in case you decide last minute to breastfeed. It is important. Let me move this real quick so we can get back to that. I want to talk about a little bit about the bond. You know, once you do that, your baby is going to feel more connected to you. Your baby's going to be seeing you more than everybody else. You're the one who feeds it. You're the one who takes care of it, takes it to bed. You're going to have a really strong bond with your baby, maybe that the father doesn't have, or that somebody else doesn't have. It just creates that lasting bond. And with that, I'd like to conclude this by saying that it is very important for pregnant women to be aware of all those benefits, all the things they can get from breastfeeding. A newborn they're very special. It's a very special time, but it's also a good time to think about, you know, what would you want if it was you? What would you want someone to do for you? Would you do that for your baby? It provides those lasting benefits that's not seen in those store-bought formulas. It is very important to know of all those nutritional values, that it's cost-friendly. It's very important to just think about that and keep that in mind when deciding what you would like to do with further on into your pregnancy, because you don't have to decide at the beginning. Just hear the options and hear the things. But I really myself would definitely recommend breastfeeding. Well, thank you so much for listening, and have a good day.